This blue dot's going on the air. Looks like he's going everywhere. With his pet Jenny and his blue dot family. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. On his first Naruto run. Looked like this blue dot was having fun. He is not a mouse. Moved from the shop to the house with Marsha and his clan. This blue dotty is the man. Travis is his tech guy. Put that blue dot in the sky. Looked like he was having fun. Looked like this blue dot is gonna run. He likes to say every day in his own special way. Are you shitting me? And he loves his blue dot family. We love John, he is the man. And we love this special clan. We are a blue dot family. And we like to
Well, happy Halloween, y'all. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day. It's Thursday, baby. It's a big day. A lot to talk about. But I hope all your trick-or-treaters got out there and got to do a little trick-or-treating, or you got yourself
What are you talking about? It's 5:30.
Well, maybe they get out there early.
Well, maybe
Shit,
6.
people gotta
Maybe
go to
6:30.
bed.
They started on the East Coast.
I
but-
want to thank beautifully spirited Peter S. Oddly Wired. Thank you, darling, for jumping in. Chuckster 255, Claudia Marie, BB, Ruby Marlowe, and Beverly Moose, Evelyn Moose, I'm sorry, and Rudy Marlowe. Marlowe, wow. Anyway, our YouTube family, baby, we are so glad y'all there. I'm seeing pumpkins and ghosts and everything, and indeed, it's a scary day all across our nation, baby, all across the country. And it's a happy Halloween, I could say. We had a vote today, baby. We had a vote in the House. And guess what happened?
I don't know what happened.
We got us an impeachment inquiry.
No way.
Oh, officially, baby. They can't whine about it anymore. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this ball rolling so Travis can go out the door. He's got a social engagement this evening, don't you?
Yeah. I'm gonna go out and see what the whole Halloween thing's all about. It's been a few years since we've done anything for Halloween, so
gonna go out with some
me and
friends.
Rose are gonna go out and meet up with some friends and have a good time.
Yeah.
So I'll be seeing you guys. What is today? Thursday?
Today's Thursday.
Okay.
So we'll have another family meeting on Sunday.
Okay.
So.
In that case,
will.
I'll be here Sunday.
All right.
You sure you got everything under control?
I ain't got to touch nothing over there, do I? Do I sound good out there? I'm not over.
Yeah, no, you're coming in
good.
clear.
There you go.
I'm gonna just now with this. I mean, you're not in the Discord chat now, but this is arming it, so that's good to go.
Okay.
So you're good over here on this end. So the rest
just
is on
don't touch no buttons over there.
Nope.
I can do that.
Y'all have a good Halloween now, and I'll be talking to you all Sunday. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll see you guys later.
All right, go have fun. I think I'm set up now. I can't screw anything up. drastically bad anyway. And if I do, I'll call you on the phone or something like that. But you know, his group of friends are a little weird anyway, so you gotta watch him anyway.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
We're not weird.
Yeah, not weird at all. You're not weird. Come here. What? Tell them again how you're not weird. Step a little closer this way.
What?
Yeah, say that again.
I'm not.
Yeah, he's not weird. Looks like a fish to me. He's got a fish mask on now. Tyler's got. Y'all be careful. Y'all have fun.
I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
My other son Tyler is got a dog mask on and a leather jacket and what?
I'm just listening to you talk shit, that's all.
No, I'm just talking smack, man. Anyway, I walked out in the hallway. He's got a dog mask on, so I said, "Hey, what's up, dog?" And so I imagine that won't be the first time he'll hear that tonight. But indeed, I'll be running the show myself tonight, so let's see how I can do this. Anyway, as I was saying, we had a vote, baby, and it was 232 to 196. It was passed. We have an official impeachment inquiry going on. The GOP held to their line. Every one of them voted no, and they were. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong freaking camera now. There you go. They were joined by two Democrats, Congressman Jeff Van Drew out of New Jersey's 2nd District and Congressman Colin Peterson out of Minnesota's 7th District. Both of those districts were won by Trump. They are two Democrats that are, you know, we're supposed to whine and feel bad for them that they're walking the line. This is not the time for that shit. I'm very disappointed in these two guys because this is not about politics. Has nothing to do with politics. This is our constitutional process in work. And these two gentlemen decided, well, you know, I can't risk the attention I might get in my district and they might not vote for me again. Well, kiss off, buddy. We shouldn't vote for you again anyway because you ain't got balls of stuff to stand up for the Constitution. So that kind of wrecks it for me right there. Your argument kind of goes out the window with what you oh, I got to watch this stuff. What you do. The only other Republican who's not a Republican anymore was Congressman Amash from Michigan, the one that switched from Republican to Independent, and he voted yes. And so we have an official inquiry going on, and it's going to get exciting pretty soon because there's shit going on. Today, Tim Morrison, the top Russian and European advisor, who, by the way, sits on the National Security Council, he testified today, but not before, baby. Not before resigning his post because he was under pressure from the White House not to testify. Another one of these games going on. They're going to go out of the way to try to keep you from testifying. Well, he resigned from his post. This morning, the Congress issued him a subpoena, so make it nice and proper here. And this afternoon, he testified. And he testified to corroborate what Lieutenant Colonel Alex Vindman testified the other day that it's a quid pro quo, baby, and Morrison is actually Lieutenant Colonel Alex Vindman's boss. Vindman was a deputy assistant to Morrison, and and you got to remember these guys. They are part of Bolton's crew. So when Bolton got fired or quit or whatever the hell he did, things got a little messy, and he's expecting people to stand up for him. I don't think so. Anyway, there's a lot going on, and things are going to get hairy because it's going to be public now. We're going to be able to. There's still going to be some depositions taken behind the scenes, but that will come out on the floor, and it's going to be on TV, and we're all going to get to watch. So anyway, let me see if I can work the rest of this stuff the way I'm supposed to. First thing I think I'm supposed to do is go there. And I think I'm there. And then I'm going to have to work out this shit. See, that's why I don't like him here. But I think I've got Velda in the room. Do I?
Yes, you do.
Thank goodness. See there? I thought I was going to screw it up right off the bat. But no, I did it. I did it. How's your day, right. Velda?
Oh, it's better.
Better? What happened?
Better. My daughter's better.
Oh, that's right. Your daughter was in the hospital. I'm sorry. Momentarily forgot.
I want to thank everybody for all the warm blessings and prayers that you guys have done. Thank you very, very much.
Well, that's great. That's wonderful news because Travis had reminded me this morning about it, and wondering how she was and everything. So, well, that's great news. This family, they have a tendency to reach right out there and let you know that they're thinking about you and whatnot. But
and then we got a blessing yesterday.
what happened? Got a blessing?
A friend of ours went down hog hunting.
Hog hunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And brought us back a 125-pound hog.
Holy moly! You're
And
gonna have a little pork around the house for a little while, huh?
yeah, by the time we got it all done up in the meat and stuff. I got out of that. I got probably 85, 90 pounds of meat.
Boy, had a shit. Yes. Can I say it? Cliche. You're gonna be eating high on the hog, ain't you?
Damn right.
Damn right, baby. Ain't nothing like homemade. I'm telling you like that. We've skinned out quite a few deer in my life, and that meat tastes good. It's fresh and tasty.
But the sad thing is, it was such a young hog.
Is that?
The belly
Yeah.
was immature, so I couldn't make no bacon.
No bacon. Well,
No bacon.
You got a few hocks there, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Nice ham. See that there's different things on hog. Pork chops, baby. There's all sorts of stuff. Anyway.
Oh, I just made tenderloins out of that.
Oh, there you go. Well, that's we take deer meat and it's like a chicken fried steak.
Mm-hmm.
Put an egg and then buttermilk. Marcia uses buttermilk. Gets good. Wild taste, she says. I don't know. She cooks it. I eat it. That's my job. To get it and eat it. That's it. Everything in between, that's her job. Anyway, speaking of blue dots, and I want to get to I see Biker Leo's up there. I'm going to pull him in just a minute because I seen his little thing that he had with the on the phone today. Did you see that?
No, but we were just talking about it, and I'm going to watch it when we get off. It's going to be fun as hell.
Oh yeah, it's fun. It's really funny. And Leo, I did not know was so articulate with his voice. I mean, he has a full range out there. And, he has several characters tucked up in there, but yeah, I saw him up there. But what I wanted to say was our own blue-eyed Dot, Donna Bonacosi. How are you, dear?
Hi, John. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
I'm doing fine. You met up with somebody today, didn't you?
I met up with Chris Kloss today.
Yes, you did. I saw the picture. Donna Bonacosi and her husband, Fred, met up with Chris Kloss up there, had lunch, and I understand y'all going to make plans for dinner soon?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yeah. He's a really, really great guy. Nice guy.
Yes, he is. He's
Yeah.
big-hearted and just,
Yeah.
a wonderful person
Yeah.
every way around. Every time I talk to him, 'cause
Yeah.
he's one of those people that are concerned on the big picture.
Yes.
He keeps everything in mind that we're all in this together.
Yeah, he knows his stuff too. He knows about bees and he knows about how to
man.
fix everything. He's really pretty smart guy.
He is. I'll tell you what, without him, we wouldn't be on the air right now. Because it's thanks to Chris Kloss that we have a mixer and these microphones and stuff.
Well, I had him look at something that I sent you, and he said, "Oh, those are really nice." So I'm glad that you'll be getting those soon. But I'm glad that I had him look at them because he said, "Oh yeah, those are perfect."
Yeah, I seen the picture.
Yeah, he said that will hook up with what he sent. Those will work.
Oh, well, there you go.
So that's great.
It gives me the opportunity to think about trying to bring somebody in the room.
Who's in here? Leo?
Yeah, no, I meant physically in the room here with us on the show.
Oh.
The possibilities are very limited, though.
Well, yeah, not everybody. Nobody. Well, Jorge lives in Texas.
Yeah. Nobody around me. I don't know. We got some blue dots around here. I'm thinking of several friends that might want to, come on the show and put on a set of headphones and sit down at the microphone and have a discussion and whatnot. But that opens up that possibility. But speaking of people that put on a hell of a good act. Leo did a hell of a good job today, buddy.
Did you enjoy that?
I did indeed, my friend. You had him going there for a while.
It was fun.
You let him off the hook. You could have gone on for a while.
Well, you know what, John? You know what's funny about all that?
What's that?
I got done with that one, and no sooner did I get done laughing at everything that everybody said on the video after I posted it and everything else,
right.
I get a call from the same fucking number.
Oh, no shit.
So I ended up calling them back, and I changed it around. That time I called them, I've just gotten a call from you. It really worries me a bit. I don't know who you are. And I'm ready with about 20 other accents if I want to. So.
Yeah, I seen that little tape there of you practicing a few of those voices. Oh, hell yeah. You could be a whole room full of people, Leo. That was pretty
it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just hang up on them, and sometimes it's just plain fun to mess with it.
And then show everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody see them being the fools that they are.
Yes. It got me to thinking, I did a show one time where I called Mar-a-Lago on the air. Live on the air, and I called him up wanting to know who was at the Mar-a-Lago that night. And I got through to the desk too. And yeah, you can look it up on my YouTube channel. It's back there somewhere. But I told him, it's because the president was there. Then as a citizen, I have a right to know who is influencing my president. So could I know who was at the Mar-a-Lago that night? And first she said, "Well, we can't give out that kind of information." So I said, "Well, isn't he the president of the United States?" I left it going for a little while, but they finally hung up on my ass.
Every now and then you have to prank the pranksters. That's all
you
there
got to
is.
have a little fun with it. If we can't laugh at some of this shit, we'd all be in bad trouble, because it's getting real today now. It's officially real. We have an official inquiry, and now we're going to start seeing this stuff out on the floor, and it's going to be on primetime TV. That's where we're going to see this stuff. And
well, it's going to make everybody's ratings go up at the same time. I certainly hope that it starts making the country realize that because of Donald Trump, we are in a different place. The Republican Party no longer exists, and we've got to fix this shit.
Yeah, and there's cracks. You can see not one Republican today voted for it. Now, they held party line, and the discussion was that all these people are basically tied to Trump's purse strings. The Trump re-election committee has raised outlandish amounts of money, so they have a huge war chest.
$300 million.
Yeah, they got a lot of money to play with. Now the deal is either you stick with me, meaning Donnie, or you don't get any money for your campaign in 2020. And there you go.
That is the problem with him becoming the Republican Party.
There you go. It is. That is it. It's the same way he's running the Ukrainian thing. It's the way he's a mobster, and he's letting them know, you stick with me, you get money. You don't, I'm gonna I'll primary your ass. We'll get somebody to primary you or something, and they threaten their careers.
The thing that in looking at all of this though, as it's going forward,
right.
What worries me in it is, we have to do this. We absolutely have to do this because this has to see the light of day. But it's already, the real question has become whether or not doing what he did is impeachable. Any right-thinking person would look at it and say, of course it is. He was extorting foreign power.
Yes. Yes.
But they're looking at it and saying, well, that. Well, it didn't. Now it does, I guess. I don't know.
Didn't he also breach our security, our national security?
Yes.
Yes. That?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's violated his oath of office, as far as I can see.
Any one of them that swore to uphold the Constitution.
There's your problem.
That is backing him is not doing that.
That's our
he said the Constitution is old.
Yeah, it's old.
Yeah, of course
it's
it is, you idiot.
outdated. Need to get rid of
It's
that
phony. It's phony.
Yeah, it's phony. He thinks Obama wrote the Emollients Clause.
Yeah, right.
There you go. That's an idiot.
Now there was that's an older thing we're talking about. We're talking about history there. And by the way, they were very smart and did a great job. One of those
Absolutely.
was Thomas Jefferson.
Right.
I was talking when we were in the Blue Room. Did you see the tweets from Ivanka?
No, I haven't. I've seen the headlines that Twitter was going mud at her.
Well,
she likes herself. Yeah,
I
go ahead,
understand
tell
she
him,
was
Leo.
quoting the founding one of the Federalist Papers.
No. She was quoting a letter from Thomas Jefferson to his daughter. A letter that, if you were to put it in contemporary terms, would sound a lot like Donnie bitching about fake news and how persecuted he is.
Oh, poor Donnie.
The thing is, that letter was written to his daughter specifically regarding how Thomas Jefferson was getting attacked for raping and creating children with one of his slaves. Think about this for a moment. She quoted that letter. Ivanka, he did that. He was guilty.
Yeah.
It happened.
Yeah, it happened. It's in our history, baby. I mean, these are
you're
facts.
sitting there using that to defend your dad. The shit he's done, it's real. He's guilty.
I've seen Donnie Jr. out there being on Twitter too. They said he's out there trying to throw shit around, and he's getting ass. Those two need to stay off the conversation totally, because all three of them really, Ivanka, Jarrett, and Don Jr., Eric, all of them need to stay out of the public spotlight, because you are another reason, for the breach of the emoluments clause. All you running around out there trying to make money off the presidency, and that's exactly what they're doing. But it's that old thing, facts matters, came back today.
Wow.
And,
Trick or treat.
Oh, you got trick-or-treaters?
Did you give a treat? You got treats?
That's what I'm hearing in the background.
Yeah,
we'll probably end up with the alarm system going on.
I got some trick-or-treaters. Sorry, guys.
Hey, that's okay, baby. We loved here. I heard you out there handing it out. That's great.
I got a few trick-or-treaters.
Good.
Sorry,
good.
guys. I'll turn it
No
down.
problem.
That's all right, baby. We enjoy it. Facts matter. Yeah, the cracks are coming. Catherine, I think Herridge is her name. She quit Fox News today. She's going to work.
Really?
Yeah, she's going
Another
to work.
one. There was one before her today too. There was another yesterday.
Yeah. Well,
they're all beginning to walk away from it.
They are, and this one, Catherine Herridge, quit, and on her way out the door, when she was asked why, she said, "Because facts matter." That's her quote, and that's telling you something. Fox News is going to hit a certain point, I think, in history, that is going to be recognized as just a disgusting packet. Most of us that can remember when we were growing up, there was a thing called the Fairness Doctrine. In 1949, the law was passed that if TV and radio stations had to air something, it had to be honest, equitable, and balanced. And that was the standard for the day when most of us were growing up.
Yeah.
If there was a politician on there saying one thing, well, there'd be another politician on there with an opposing view, because they were guaranteed equal time. And that the networks were under law to be honest and balanced.
Impartial.
Yes, impartial.
Cable does not have the same restrictions, and technically CNN and Fox News are cable.
Well, the heart of it goes to a case in 1987, Jane Aker versus Fox News. In 1987, challenged the Fairness Doctrine under the pretext of a First Amendment issue, that Fox declared that they had the right to a First Amendment to express their views in the way they desired to address them. And sure enough, Fox won. Station WTVT out of Tampa, Florida. They won the case, and that's when Robert Murdoch, coincidentally, started Fox News. So from the beginning, it was born. It was born to deceive. They went to court to argue the point that what they had to do was up to them. to interpret
You have a good way.
what they think the news should be. And
To anybody that's out there that thinks, that if they go to some music and things like that,
right,
you have the song "Dirty Laundry,"
right,
and that he's talking about exactly that. He's talking about you can put anything out there. What both Fox News and
whatever
CNN
sticks.
really,
Oh my!
all of them have to remember one
Neighborhood
thing.
is jumping.
You can have your talking heads out there all you want, and I will include Chris Cuomo in there. I'll include Anderson Cooper. All of them are working off of information gathered for them by real journalists.
Mm-hmm.
Without the real journalists, and that's who's walking away from Fox News.
That's who this is. She is a journalist. And those that, we've often said, those that work in the news department over at Fox are not the same people that work at the entertainment, the Sean Pannity, the Laura Ingraham, the Tucker Carlson, and shit like that, Judge Wino. These are all opinions.
They're just talking heads. They really
heads.
are.
They have an opinion. And oh, there's my baby. No, she's under the house. Trying to remember where my ass
listen
is.
to her out there. That's more than the dogs
remember
do.
where my ass is. No, she was out in the front yard. And I told Tyler to put her under her pen. I hope she's under there because she sure sounds like she's out in the yard.
You getting rained on down there too?
Not right now. No, we got a little bit last night, but the temperature dropped. We was like about 51 degrees today, and for us, man, that's freezing. That's some cold
we've
stuff.
had 3 days in a row, and it's now it's down to about 39 now, and it's supposed to get down to 31 tonight.
We're going to be at 36 tonight, they say. So,
We're
at the same time,
to
California's
20.
burning to the ground.
yes, ain't it pitiful? They had more fires today. It was sad. It makes your heart bleed for California as much as they're putting up with this. The winds are so damn high, they're like hurricane force, 60, 65 mile an hour winds, pushing a fire.
I heard from Bernadette today.
Oh, did you? How's she doing?
She's doing fine. She isn't sure whether or not she's going to be able to get back on time to be on or not.
Yeah.
She took her grandson trick-or-treating.
Oh.
Kathy Larkin was on today. She did watch that video and had a good laugh with it. But she and I were talking last night, and I had to tell her, and I mean that, honey, you get those cats ready and you get a bag packed now, because she's very close to all of that.
Is that right? Boy, howdy, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they had some families had to leave their house immediately. We do have a blue dot living out there, and he was just down here. I just visited with him, Greg Talbot. Greg, you there, buddy?
I'm trying to get there.
You are
You're
there,
here.
buddy. You are here. Indeed.
Now he's gone.
Uh-oh. He jumped back out.
We lost him.
Yeah, we lost him completely because I don't see him on the list.
Well, he's
No,
back
he's
in the
up
blue
there.
room.
He's in the blue room.
I don't see him.
Him's right underneath Budman.
Yep,
No, it goes. Oh, there he is. I got him.
grab him back.
Well, I'm glad y'all are here to point me out. Greg, are you there, buddy?
I'm trying to be there. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Don't push no more buttons.
Okay.
I had the pleasure of meeting Greg the other night, and his friend I have it wrote down.
Dale.
Dale, I'm sorry. That's right. Happy trails to you. I remember singing it to her. It was wonderful to meet you. Greg has been a Blue Dot family member since way back before I even started on YouTube, and it was a pleasure meeting him. But you live out in San Jose, California, so hey.
No, you get that wrong. Napa, California.
Oh, Napa. Shit.
I'm a wino.
You're a wino. You're a wino. How's
And
your
I
wine?
hate the stuff.
You don't like wine, and you live in the middle of wine country. Boy, how
That's
shit,
right.
Greg. I'm sorry, I had you mixed up then, I guess.
Getting burned down.
Boy, how.
Huh? What was that the other person said?
I said you're still under threat of getting burned down. Are you doing okay?
No, the fire's under, they're getting it almost 50% contained, and there's not even any smoke in the air, so we're doing good.
Good. I'm
Oh,
glad to hear
great.
that.
Yeah.
I distinctly remember driving up through from our base down at Moffatfield, California, down by San Jose. We used to ride our motorcycles on a trip up to Clear Lakes, up to near the Russian River up there, and we'd always make that trip through the Napa Valley. because the wineries back in them days, you could go in for a little tasting, and well, shit, let's stop at every wino on the way.
That's not good when you're riding a motorcycle.
Well,
Wayne did the
You know
same
what
thing.
one of the big tourist attractions right around here is, right?
what's that?
It would be the Jack Daniels Brewery.
That's
And
true.
However, the Jack Daniels Distillery. You know what the problem with that is?
They have a tasting.
Happens to be in a
I
dry
know.
county. You can't taste nothing there.
Oh no shit! No
Yep.
shit!
Truth.
You can't
Yeah,
taste it.
Lynchburg's a dry county.
Oh boy,
It
howdy!
sure is.
Ain't that sad?
We live in a
you
dry
can make
county.
it. You just
People
can't
like that.
drink it. You can't make it, but you can make it, but you can't drink it. Ain't that sad? That's
You can
pitiful.
smell it. That's about all you
Yeah.
can do.
Ooh, that smells good. Yeah, I seen somebody. Samuel Adams. They put out their special beer. It's a very special beer. Better be damn well special because it's like $260 a bottle, and you drink it more or less like brandy would. You would brandy. But it's
I hate to tell you this. There ain't no 200. There ain't no beer.
Nope.
For $250.
I'm right there with you, Leo. First thing I'd be thinking, $260. Yeah, how many cases of beer can you buy with that shit? No, we ain't buying that can of beer. No, it's a beautiful bottle of beer and all that shit, but not for that price, baby. It ain't happening. But,
That's when free beer comes in nice.
yeah. Free beer is best beer. It always tastes the
If
best.
I'm gonna have beer, I just want beer flavored beer. It's the same as coffee. I want coffee flavored coffee and beer flavored beer.
I'm real pretty kind of particular about my coffee. I usually drink Colombian.
Good choice.
But somebody, I can't remember who now, forgive me, sent me a pound of Obama coffee, and it's part Colombian and part something from Hawaii. God dog it, I can't remember the name of it.
No, there's some great
Kona?
Oh, that's Kona. Yes, Kona.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's good coffee. I'm down to just
You
about
want to try one that's just straight from one place or another, whereas I do like Colombian coffee very well.
Mm-hmm.
Try Costa Rican coffee.
Oh, I do. I have some. I had
my.
it sent to me from Costa Rica, by the way. Doggone it. Yes, we have a Blue Dot family member down in Costa Rica. He's retired military. As a matter of fact, he's a retired sniper. Yeah, I wish him well. I hope he's doing fine. I can't.
There's another urban myth, by the way. You just reminded me of one. We have all the trailers out now for the new Mr. Rogers movie with Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And it got people talking I didn't get into the room the other night. And Travis, if you're listening, that didn't bother me. I understand that.
Oh, he's not here right now, but he'll be watching the show later, I'm sure.
Well,
Travis loves Mr. Rogers. And
well, sometimes when that happens, when I don't get into the room, I understand why. You can't. there's a lot-
he talked to me about that. No. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. He was concerned only because he thought there was a misunderstanding or something. But don't even
There wasn't.
You're good.
Nothing at all.
No.
But going back to what we were talking about
Right.
there, as far as the Costa Rican coffee, another one that and you can only do this by going there. I was talking with a guy that was in the Blue Room. It was just he and I, and we spent about an hour talking. And the Blue Room, by the way, for those of you that don't get into this room, trust me on this. The Blue Room can be a whole lot more fun.
Yeah, sometimes I hear the conversation pretty. Oh shit! I should have been up here with y'all. The conversation I understand gets pretty cranked up there.
Yes, it does.
Discussion. And what I told him was that one of the things, and it's one of the most peaceful times I've ever had in my life, was mission trips to Honduras. And going up into the mountains of Honduras, there's a helicopter going. Hold on. Honey,
Boy, they can hear them too, guys. They're on alert. They're on alert for helicopters.
Don't try to break into my house. Just don't. It's a bad idea.
No, that's a bad idea there, bub.
Okay. almost done. That's still Rachel has still got to get the last word.
That's funny because
Yeah.
that's funny because this morning that's how we woke up. Not me, because I was already coming back to the house when I noticed 4 Chinook helicopters flying very low. And when I got home, Travis is coming out. Did you hear that? Mom's already. Yes, I heard that. What was that? And I'm like, I don't know, but 4 Chinooks just flew over the house. That's not uncommon around here.
Those are Apaches. We have a air reserve base right near us here. It's actually that's where Trump flies in.
Oh, great.
Man, I don't even want to think about it. But they have a whole lot of Blackhawks and things like that, and they go out regularly. And sometimes when they go out low, and you get to hear them. But back to Honduras, I was in the hills of Honduras on a mission trip, and spent, well, the one that I remember the most was a 10-day trip that I took down there.
Right.
And there is nothing in the world like having because that's a big part of what they do. Everybody thinks that they grow a lot of coca for cocaine and everything else. No,
Right.
They grow a lot of coffee. And having them going out in the morning, picking those beans and roasting them that day, and then the following morning getting that coffee. Now that is coffee.
I'm just looking over here at the conversation in the chat over here on YouTube, and it's about coffee and mushrooms. Nobody wants to eat mushrooms anymore. Ever since the Stormy Daniels thing, nobody wants to eat mushrooms anymore.
You do understand why I believe that I am at work, because they keep me in the dark and feed me shit.
Feed me shit. That's what a mushroom is. That's what that's what they want us to be. That's what this administration is. That's what they do to their supporters. Feed them shit and just keep them in the dark. What's that, Belda?
I was just wondering, that brand new plant that's there, refinery that's there close to you?
Yes, ma'am.
That's just recently been built in the last years.
They're still building it. Yeah, it's huge.
It now 100% belongs to Saudi. Yeah.
To who?
Saudi Arabia.
Gee, what a surprise.
Oh, what a surprise. The
and
Chinese
at the same time, and I will applaud this one. Did you see that the largest private coal manufacturer went bankrupt?
I did see
Right,
that.
I saw that too.
Private loan company went bankrupt. Can't afford it no more. That's
just showed up.
A lot of business for a thing that is killing our planet, but fuck you, you're killing our planet.
That's
the way to work.
That's it. And I'm happy as shit as they're gone. Less coal in the air. Maybe we'll find some other way. I'm sure they'll if scientists keeps on, they'll come up with something besides coal.
Oh, we've already got it, John. You know as well as I do.
You can't trust the wind. It gives cancer. Them windmills give cancer.
Oh, yeah.
But here's
That's
the
one
thing.
thing I enjoyed when I was driving back to San Antonio was all those big windmill farms.
We have a lot of them down here. We have a lot of them down here.
Oh, my God. You all have cancer now. Damn it.
Yep. It's rampant all over the place. You could see it. Mostly Republicans, though. They foam at the mouth and ran a lot.
That's what it is. The spit coming off of them because it must be contagious.
You know what I keep thinking? How much money them guys is making each one of those towers on those farms, because these are on farmland out here. Right, that farmer, he has to tend those fields, and he's getting paid because that's taking up about a couple acres of land there. Plus, you have to have a little road and easement in there.
His tractor around a couple feet.
Oh, baby.
That's all that has to happen.
They're making a few bucks off them things. I'm telling you, shit. Can't you come put one in my front yard? I could make a few bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Son of a bitch, that's pretty good.
Y'all can't be dead clamping.
Dennis, how you doing, buddy?
How's it going, John?
I'm doing fine. How about you? Staying out of the hospital, I hope?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Hanging in there.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, shit. Judy just donated $10 through Super Chat. Happy Halloween, Blue Dot family. Glad to be back. Go, Nancy. There you go, baby. Nancy had her shit together. And I would actually like to thank Porgy Tirebiter has subscribed to our YouTube channel. So we appreciate both of those. And Judy, that's very kind of you, baby. We appreciate that so much. Keeps the lights on, baby. Keeps us on the air. So
Jorge's up in the blue room right now.
Go ahead.
We're making a car strap for him.
You're making a what strap?
I'm going to make a guitar strap
Oh,
for
a
him.
guitar strap. That boy
Have you
needs one.
seen his collection of guitars?
Shit, yeah. You ought to see the damn. Have you seen the party
we
going
got
on?
Something.
What do you got there, tire biter?
Well, hello.
Well, hello, Jorge. How you doing, buddy? We was just talking
Well,
about you. It's funny you walked in the door like that.
I've been kind of MIA for about a month, but
Yeah,
we're
Because
still
he's driving
here.
around in a red van getting high. Don't lie.
yeah, that's what it is, baby.
Oh,
You have that
well,
old farts.
you know.
You're having that old farts club going on. I know what's cooking up there, baby.
Well, the old farts jam happened a couple weeks ago.
I seen that. Man, Jorge, I wish I'd been there, buddy.
It was hell of a wingding, man. I had campers in the front yard. And
I love it.
it started about noon on Friday and went till like noon on Monday.
Now you have this every year, don't you? Several times, I think, don't you?
And twice.
Twice a year.
I have a fall and spring one. Yeah, when the
I am
weather's
going to
nice.
make one of those. I am damn sure going to make the
I'm
trip.
telling you. I told Travis, you ought to grab your guitar and let's go up there, man. Let's go see what.
Well, yeah. I mean, Leo needs to bring his drums and Travis bring his guitar, and hell, I'll get somebody to videotape this.
I got my
don't know if I can
cajon.
do that, Bob.
I got my cajon. I can bring my cajon. I can play the cajon.
Okay, well, cool.
Something for me to sit on and tap on, but I'll keep it real low so the microphone doesn't pick it up.
I got one of those too, John, and I got to tell you, a bunch of guitarist friends of mine looked at me one time and said, "You're banging on a cardboard box."
That's it. Now, tell them, kiss my ass. It's not cardboard. It's made out of wood. And yes, that's basically what it is. A wooden little box. Each side has its own tone.
Yeah, we're sitting here on a box just whapping
That's
away.
right. I can tell you, it's just like
That's all
banging
it
on this
takes.
table. That's it, baby. If you're in the rhythm, that's all it takes.
Hey, John, I'm
Hey,
gonna put one
percussion
out
is
there because
percussion, man.
I gotta go pretty soon, and I want to make room for him. But Randy Curvin is actually up there sitting in the blue room right now too.
I see
Hey,
him.
Randy.
All right, we'll
Cool
bring him
beans.
on down. Leo, we appreciate you coming in, buddy.
Well, I
Hey,
just want to
Leo,
be
that
here for a
was
moment.
funny as hell tonight.
I was
love
supposed to
that.
say we all enjoyed your little.
If I get the chance to do it again, I will.
Yeah.
Hello, Curvin. I see you're here.
That was
I see your
great,
mic off,
man.
Your ears are off.
All right. Well, buddy, we appreciate you. We appreciate your voice. Keep that biker wisdom going. Stay in the fight, and baby, we ain't far from the end of this shit.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, y'all just keep up the fight. Exactly what John said, and I will probably be doing another real bike wisdom tomorrow. And I'm just to let you know that little blow up that I had on Saturday that made me scratch my head a lot.
Yeah.
I am going to try to replicate that. I think I know what caused it, and I'm going to have the same person do the same thing and see if we end up with the same bullshit on Saturday.
Yeah, that could be fun.
Yeah. Well. All righty. Well, don't
Contact them.
Yeah. Just be
All right,
careful
be
out
well,
there.
y'all. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Talk to you later, Leo.
And that is Leo Sahaki. You can find him on Biker Wisdom on Facebook. He uses his voice the same as I use mine. And Randy Curvin, who, my God, I thought I grabbed him.
He went completely offline.
Oh, he went offline. Doggone it, man. We're just having a hell of a time keeping people in here.
You're stuck with me. I don't know how to go offline.
That's it, bud. Just don't touch nothing. That's my thing. You heard Travis before he left. Just don't touch anything, Dad. All right. As long as I'm good there,
He's gone,
baby.
yeah.
I'm still amazed I got
To
on.
us now,
He
right?
gave me certain buttons I can play with. I can play with this one. That switches the
Yeah,
view of the
don't-
camera.
yeah.
And we have a new thing at the end of the show today. I told you all the other day that we're going to have a new way to give credits to those that donate through the Patreon channel or our Patreon page. Anyway, y'all's names are all going to be flying through there. You're going to be able to pause it and say, "Look at there, that's my name right there," because everybody's
Well,
in there.
very cool.
That was we've been wanting to get that done for a while. It's difficult to do that and switch that screen up all the time, so you get a certain number of names up there, but not nearly the names that should be. So yeah, at the end of the show, if I hit this particular button over here and it's supposed to work right, well, we'll just see that. So We'll see.
It'll scroll
It'll
out there.
scroll all the names. It's supposed to. Yeah. Well, we'll see if it works before I go bragging on it too much. But yeah, I just want to make sure that everybody gets credit.
I just send beer, you know.
You did a fine job. I got your sign right up there. You're all you'll ever get from Republicans is thoughts and prayers. We're your friends. We send you beers, and by God, he does.
That's it, yeah.
And I still have a bottle of it. One bottle of. I done drank all of them. I still haven't delved into that last one.
Then I need
I'm not asking
another box. No?
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm just saying I'm not drinking that bottle because I want to save that. I had a friend of mine, as a matter of fact, ex-brother-in-law, nephew-in-law, who collected beer, unopened beer, and he had some from the 1930s. And oh man, it was a treat to go over to his house and look at all of that beer. And none of it being open, and you wanting to. Ooh, that just sounds good. I want, do you ever think about it? He says he can't. You can't. It just drops the price and the value of that can tremendously. So yeah, he had a bunch of beer sitting around his house, and all of it was old. I prefer the shit to drink. It looks pretty, but
well, see, I can get it really local. I go right to the brewery and buy it.
That's neat. That is neat to do. Be able to go to a brewery. The only brewery I've been to is the one up in San Antonio, the Lone Star Brewery, and Lone Star beer, Bob Wills music.
Oh, yeah.
That's it, baby. Well, man, what's that?
Me and you and Dennis, we're all Texans, and we're kind of used to this stuff. And if you're not from Texas, it's kind of hard to understand what goes on here.
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah. Well, if you're not from Texas, we welcome you to come down and visit.
I heard an interesting statistic today.
What's that?
1/5 of all the uninsured children in America.
Yep.
Live in Republican red Texas.
Yep. They surely do. They surely do, Mr.
20% of all the uninsured children in America live.
As we listen to the right all the time talking about, and Donnie especially, we're coming up with this great health care plan. It's going to be better than you've ever seen before. Is this boom, bah, and all that shit. They're not doing anything. As a matter of fact, they are in litigation.
It's going to be fast. It's going to be really fast. If you elect me, it'll be really fast.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to have it done quick. And that's the same shit he said last time, too. Same shit.
And then he comes on and he goes, healthcare is more complicated than anyone ever knew.
Yeah.
It's like, well, no, son of a bitch, everybody knew it was complicated except you. Where you been?
Well, healthcare itself is
way more complicated than anyone ever knew about.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's designed that way. It is designed that way because money has to be made.
Well, the insurance companies have done that.
Right.
And corporate medical has done that.
Yes.
And they have a huge.
That's why I always say, there's some things that capitalism just doesn't work in, and the biggest one is our healthcare. When you're talking about a system that is designed to make money, not to save your life.
They have huge ass lobby systems set in place.
Yep.
They keep it that way.
Yeah. And where those lobbyists come from. They come from our Congress. A lot of these lobbyists serve in different positions of our government, and then when they get out of the government sector, they go to work for the private sector. And they know
Trump.
Is that Fred?
Pulls them right in.
Yeah. Who's that?
Is that Fred?
Is that Fred? You have a bird
Is that
name?
you?
Not mine. He's not.
That's my bird. Greg Talbot, that's my bird.
Oh, that's your bird? What kind of bird?
I have a cockatoo.
Ah, there you go. I'm very familiar with that sound. I have a yellow-naped Amazon parrot, Fred. And when he wants to talk, he don't give a shit what you say.
No, mine just gets jealous if I'm talking to anybody.
He
sees a phone in my hand. He goes, "Oh, no."
That's funny. I inherited my bird, and I tell people because sometimes Fred, that's my parrot, he'll be sitting over in the cage, and he'll all of a sudden start talking like he's on the phone. Yeah. Are you coming over? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And stuff like that. It's just like because he used to live with a woman that talked to her daughter every day on the phone, so the bird heard half a conversation all the time. So he does that a lot.
But at least she wasn't a drug dealer, you know?
Yeah, really. You get over here with the stuff, Louis.
That'd be much more incriminating. You know?
Mine says, "Do you want a margarita? You want a margarita?" That's a bird.
I like that. Yeah,
That's a good bird. If I could just teach him how to get one for me, that'd be great. But that ain't happening.
I have to interject one little thing that I'd never been to Texas in my life, and I have to say the week I spent there. Everybody I ever met was the friendliest people in the world, and I thought they'd be, "You're a liberal?" But no, it was great.
Oh, but now that's what I try to tell people when they think about Texas. Texas has a reputation, as Dennis or anybody else down here can tell you, Jorge. We have a reputation down here of being, gun-toting rednecks and Wild West shoot-ups and all that shit, cow people, oil and gas. That's what we're known, and we're known for all that shit. But you can be a liberal gun owner. There's plenty of them down here. We're not all.
I'm one.
Hey, I have to say one thing, interjector. When I came back here to Napa,
right,
I had to fill my gas tank at $4.05 a gallon.
Yeah, did that?
You just went, "Oh man, I want to get back to Texas."
Yeah, I paid. I think we're at $2.22. I think or something like that. It went up. It was at $2.19 the other day.
Oh, Dale teases me. She sent me one from Walmart at $2.05.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how.
Gee, thanks.
I've seen them prices out on the West Coast, and I don't know how y'all put up with that. That's
I drive a Prius.
You better. I'd be riding a skateboard, buddy. I am so glad.
I got it. The other day, Wayne and I went to town.
Right.
I'm sitting there at the Dollar G.
Right.
And all of a sudden, here comes this sleek black car, and there was no noise, no engine noise, no nothing.
Right.
And I go, "Wow, that is the quietest car I've ever heard." He says, "You should hear it on the inside." And I'm going, "Wow." And so when he came back out, I go, what kind of car is that? Who makes that? And it was a Tesla. All electric.
Yeah.
And the guy that owned it rolled the windows down, and I go, "I know it's none of my business, but pardon me for asking, how much did this car cost?" He said $90,000.
Yep, that's how come mine makes a lot of noise. Yeah, I can't. That's out of my price range, baby.
Me too.
Yeah.
It gets 250 miles on a charge.
Wow. Boy,
and he uses it for running around town to go to Little Rock and back.
Boy, howdy shit. That's what I.
Well, see, me and John, we drive antiques down the road.
Yeah. Paid for antiques.
I got one of those paid for antiques.
I have a 92. I drive a 1992 model.
Woo.
GMC minivan. Which, of course, the women all love.
Oh
that,
yeah, of course. It's a chick magnet. Yeah.
It's a chick magnet, absolutely. A 1992 GMC Mini. And this thing, it's got 160,000 miles on it. And it's a 92. And I think I'm probably going to drive it till the
until it falls into pieces.
Probably. This is it. This is my the final solution.
I'm gonna run mine till the wheels run off.
Yep.
Well, I drive about 15 miles a day, and these things are known to last 300,000 miles.
Right.
And I actually calculated one time And I figured that I'd be like 92 when I got to 300,000 miles. So yeah, this is it, the end game.
The end game. This is the one you're gonna keep. I can relate.
And Ruby,
I don't want.
it's Ruby, my pimped out GMC minivan.
There you go, baby. Riding in style.
It's a babe. It's a
Riding-
babe wagon.
There you go.
I miss my.
Haven't notices me, you know.
Oh, look at
I'm
that.
just some old dude in an old beat up van, you know. I'm invisible.
Boy, howdy. I
Is it a
just,
white van with no windows?
It's a window van, but they're all. I got tinted on it.
Does it say free candy corn?
oh, this-
Yeah, oh yeah, and I got front and rear Hilton cruise and everything works. And at one point a few years ago, I was thinking about buying a new truck, and I said, no, I can throw like $1,000 into this thing,
oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
and it'll be right up to snuff, you know. And so why spend like $30,000 when I can just take this into the shop and have them go all the way through it, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drive it till the end.
There you go. There you go. What's that?
Here's sometime in the near future, you need to take it in and have them replace that. It's not the serpentine. It's the timing belt,
Timing belt.
and have that replaced, because if you after a certain amount of miles, that son of a bitch will explode your engine
Boy, howdy.
on a couple of these minivans.
Especially if it's got lots of miles on it.
Right.
But I have a steel timing belt on mine.
Yeah, but they
It's old
stretch.
school, man. It's an old school.
Okay.
Hey, John, I just saw a ghost.
Did you? Whoa,
Yeah,
What happened?
Cool.
in the YouTube chat.
Oh, in
There's
the
this
YouTube
guy
chat.
named. There's a guy named Lone Wolf in there.
Are you shitting
What
me?
the hell?
Oh, whoa.
Are you
No
shitting me?
shit. Huh?
Wait a minute. Let me go here and find out.
I don't see him
Let's
now.
go find a lone
I
wolf,
don't see
man.
him. He's a ghost, all right. He's letting us know, baby.
Oh, his internet may be being problems.
Uh-oh. Well, baby, I hope he comes back. It's been a long time since we had Lone Wolf in here. We'd love to talk to him. What?
YouTube chat.
Yeah, YouTube chat, baby.
Oh, in YouTube chat.
Yes,
Oh.
YouTube chat.
Oh, no.
Oh.
You guys talking about
some of us
seeing
just
Oh,
people.
thank, I
wander
see
up
him,
from time
Link.
to
I
time.
see him. Lone Wolf. He said you just told Bellica thanks. Ooh. What I was holding up there, if anybody y'all could see, the thing I was holding up, I can't get it on the air. That's a new piece of work from Thomas Morgan, and it's Donnie standing there, and it looks like there's a canine, what Donnie would call a dog. Appears to be lifting his leg on Donnie.
Oh, a new fire hydrant for
Appears-
the president.
Appears to be a military working dog. Yeah, might have a statement in that one. I think I just got a new batch from him. He's got one here of Donnie in a made-up military uniform, and there's two people next to him, old guys in military uniforms. I'd have to see with these things that I get from him. Some of them, you really have to. Oh, there's one with Donnie being chased by a pack of canines.
Cool.
Yeah, he sends them to me, and sometimes some of them, like this one with the two generals here with him, you got to stop and look at that and try to figure out who that is, because he draws, he paints in such an abstract way. But I have some that with Donnie standing next to the Ergadin over in Turkey. I'm going to try to post them up. He has sent me so much work, man. I'm just tickled to death. I try to write stuff and put some of them, out there. And I've been doing quite a lot of his work on Liker, because Liker has a community just for artists, and they can post under there. So I take his work, credit him and everything, and post them over there, and they love him. He's quite.
Well, I heard an interesting interview this evening on NPR when I was running into town, and it was this guy. I guess his name is. He's from Louisiana, maybe McClatchy or something.
McClatchy?
He's a Republican.
Right.
I don't know. He's a Republican from Louisiana.
Right.
And he was the guy that was. The guy that was screaming that the House had not taken a vote.
Oh,
he was the
one of the Sparkle Brigade that went in there.
Leading proponent of the fact that this could not be legitimate because the House didn't take a vote.
Right.
So NPR nailed him tonight and said, okay, the House took a vote. And you should have seen him, heard him squirming.
Oh, yeah.
Scrambling.
Trying to figure out. Yeah, sure. They got to twist their ass in a bunch of pretzel. It's disgusting to watch these guys.
It was hilarious, man.
Every one of them is
hilarious
because now they got to change it. Now, have y'all heard about what Donnie's? They're going to change the tactic here, and this is true. I read the story on it.
Well,
they ran an ad, and by the way, well, here you go. At the ball game the other night. By the way, congratulations to the Washington Nationals for winning the World Series against the Houston Astros. Y'all can kiss my ass now.
Damn it.
Okay. Yeah, I know it. But you got to give credit where credit's due. But anyway, in the National Park at the ballpark, because the game was played down here in Houston. The game was being showed in the stadium up there, the National Stadium, and they had all their fans out there.
Right.
And of course they were happy as shit. But an ad ran with Donnie. And he got booed again, baby. They booed his ass again in that stadium when they ran the ad. And it was an ad, look at here, tax is good, Donnie's the greatest singer in the world and all that shit. But at the end of the ad, you got a hint of what exactly the mantra is going to be. In the end of the ad, it says, he's not a Mr. Nice Guy, but sometimes you need a Trump to clean up Washington. That's going to be their new tactic. He's not a nice guy.
Yeah.
He's not a nice guy. He's just like one of us. He's just an asshole. That kind of shit. Is what they're going to sell. That was on his ad. Yes, he's a criminal. Hell yes, he is.
It takes a criminal to clean up criminals. That's their ad.
Yeah, he brought in his own crime family into this shit. And it's disgusting. But this week is going to, just today with that Tim Morrison coming in, they told him, no, you don't, baby. White House told him you can't go. He resigned his position to be able to say, screw you. And by the way, it was the subpoena was planned. They called him. I'm going to resign. Give me a subpoena. It was done this morning. He testified today. That's how fast it went, baby. And he came in.
It will be interesting. It will be interesting if Bolton shows up.
I would love to see Bolton come in. And these are his people. Tim Morrison and Lieutenant Commander Binbin. These are Bolton's boys.
And Bolton said, "Send me a subpoena."
Yeah.
Yep, and he said he'd come if you send him the subpoena.
So
yep.
This whole ball of wax.
We'll see how Bolton. Because, goddamn, none of us love Bolton.
No.
Right? He's a right-wing maniac.
This guy, Tim Morrison's the same way.
If a right-wing maniac doesn't like this,
right,
that kind of tells you a little something, right?
These are their people. These are Republicans standing up. Tim Morrison is a Reagan Republican.
Red flag.
And that might be the key there. Because Tim Morrison is a Republican, a Reagan Republican. And even Reagan had morals. This guy's got none. This guy does all his shit right out there in the open for God and everybody to see, and dares us to say something, relying on the fact that if it's out in the open, people get tired of looking at it, and it's always no big deal. It's just Donnie doing what Donnie does.
Yeah,
Kiss
right.
my ass. We need to do not right, Grim. That's right,
Yeah.
baby. That's right.
Well, I think what's good is a lot of these guys who've been career in the political eye, they want to keep their jobs so they know it's time to abandon ship.
Yeah,
That's how I look at Bolton. Bolton's going, well, I'm not going to do it voluntarily, but speaking to me, then I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's this. I've said it before. This is the opportunity.
You know what?
What's that?
I'm waiting for Tillerson.
Yeah, well,
I
these
just
people
want to see
are.
Tillerson.
Yeah, Tillerson could come out and say a whole lot of things. John Kelly could come out and say something. Mattis. These people could take the stand or take the chair out there in front of Congress and talk about him. There's no. We have a whole long list of people.
They're going to have to.
And that's what's so terrible is that they are. These are not just Democrats. These are Republican. These are right-leaning Republicans coming forward and talking about this shit. The man is a crook.
Republican. They're
some
Trump
point,
appointees.
At some point, the Republicans as a matter of fact, today, do you hear what Mitch McConnell said? He implored the president to stop harassing Republican senators. These guys are going to be your jury. And I've said it before, you're seeing a whole lot of talk from these congressmen down here. They're rolling over and acting like a little puppy dog for Trump. The senators are not doing that. When you can corner them, they really try to stay away from it. They're going to be the jury, baby. And they don't want
only two or three of them that are backing him like that.
Yes.
The rest haven't said a word.
Haven't said a word. They're staying in the background.
Even Mitch.
I'm trying to figure who it was. I heard somebody say, one of the senators said that if they would do a private vote in the Senate, Trump would be impeached.
Yes, that's right, Greg.
Yeah.
That story was out there. If they had a private vote, which of course is not possible, but he would be impeached and thrown out of office. There is a huge feeling, I think, within the Republican Party that they've had enough. As more and more of this comes to light, it's going to be the facts over a bunch of bullshit, a bunch of lies and crap. And how much can you put up with that? That's the question to the Republican Party as a whole, not only to the legislators, but to the base out there, the voter. How much more?
They're in a party.
Yeah. Are you willing to throw down
Or
a
they're
whole
going to go
republic?
down with the ship.
Yes, be rats, go down with a ship and sink a whole republic just because you think he talks from the gut. Yeah, we know he's belching is what it is. He's not talking, he's belching and farting. And everybody over there on the right just eats it up. I don't understand that. He's got an 85% approval rating in the Republican Party. What does that say about these people?
I know that you and me and Dennis, being from Texas, I love the fact that he threw Rick under the bus.
Yeah, Rick Perry right under there, baby.
He threw Ricky under the bus, man.
Yeah. Everybody's going to end up under the bus. Yeah.
Everybody. He'd throw his kids under the bus.
He would. To get out of anything, he would throw anybody under the bus. There is no loyalty with this man.
Ivanka and Jared and
For
all
a
of them
man
under
that
the
demands loyalty, he gives squat. He doesn't give anything. So,
it's like this. It's a reality show like The Sopranos,
Yeah, it's a mob show.
Wouldn't it be funny as hell if Ivanka turned on him?
If what? Oh yes.
Okay,
Excuse
look,
me. I had to sneeze.
You're blessed.
Thank you.
If you look at Trump Tower, okay?
Yeah.
Trump Tower was the largest concrete structure built in New York, okay?
Until
you know who controls the concrete business in New York, right?
Oh well, I would guess it would be some family business. It's
the mafia,
it's a
right?
family business.
You gotta deal with them.
Okay,
and he had his lawyer. We all know his lawyer. His old lawyer was the intermediate between him and the people that did the concrete business in New York, which is the mafia.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people in that concrete.
So alleged.
That's how Jimmy Hoffa disappeared.
Yeah, we don't know where that guy went.
So
already went on vacation.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh,
So,
that's
I mean,
right, baby.
this-
Hey, Jorge. Lone Wolf wanted me to
Yeah.
remind you that don't forget that Lone Wolf is in Texas too. And he
Well,
and
he's a lone wolf.
That's right, he is. He's here in Texas.
I wish he was close to me and I'd go drink a beer with him.
Yeah. Oh man, I met him at the roundup up there. Thanks to Dennis Valadez that put that together up in San Antonio. We need to do it again. I just loved it. I got to meet him.
Okay.
And you know, David and Sally out in Everett, Washington. It broadened my horizons, baby. It broadened my horizons.
Tried to be there, but I had a slick.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I heard you had
couldn't
to wash your hair or something like that, and it was, you know, I know that can get old.
Yeah.
I'm just messing with you. We wish you could have been there, and it's not over yet, baby. You know, when all this is over, you know, there's been talk. Hey, John, we do. We need to get together. I would just.
I will just do it at the old Farts Gym in April.
Gene Shankly's telling us Jimmy Hoffa's under Trump Tower. Oh shit. Probably cornerstone right there. That would be ironic.
Or
That
you
would be
go
ironic.
to the football stadium in New
Just
Jersey.
made the property values go up. Really? He's under there? Huh, more money. Hell yeah. If we could all figure it out.
Russians would pay for that, right?
Ian McGrath tells us Bolton will try and hold back as he has a book coming out. The longer he can hold back, the more sales he will get. If not, then his book will not sell as well. Well, there you go, Ian McGrath. We appreciate that. He's got some insight there. There's going to be a lot of books. Tell me there ain't going to be a whole lot of books sold out of this administration more than any other, because everybody's going to have a story to tell. I don't care what job they have in the White House. They've seen him pitch a fit. They've seen him throw a tantrum, you know, use all the right words. He's a dick. And that's all you can say about him. He's an asshole from the word go. He thinks he's owed everything, that everybody in the world should just bow down to him and be the glorious leader that all the other authoritarian dictators are. And that's who he wants to be. Don't lose sight of that.
It's all about ratings, okay?
Yeah.
It doesn't, if it's good or bad, it doesn't matter. It's all
he said
about
that
ratings.
himself. He said that himself. Donald Trump's $1. Good news or bad news, it doesn't matter. If they're talking about you, it's all good advertising.
That's it.
You know, but how can anybody point at this man? Well, you know, here it is. Here it is in a nutshell. Because and let me point this out, because I don't want to. This paper right here. I told y'all before, Paulette Hallback is our mystery benefactor out there. She sports the show every month, and on the other side, she is a dandy. Every month, for more than a year. And anyway, I also have a subscription to Funny Times, and today, when I had just read the story about the young lady that had gone from Fox News, Catherine Herridge, had quit Fox News, and her quote of "Facts matter." Okay, well, I had just read that story, and so I'm in the restroom, and I pick up my copy of Funny Times, which I just love this thing. It is full of stories, it's full of cartoons, little things you can read in just a few minutes, a lot of polls. But the story today was a little cartoon, and you can I don't know if you can see some of these. The cartoons are like this. They're just pencil drawn. There's this little political cartoons from people all across the country. Anyway, this one was about the fairness doctrine, and how the news used to be covered by that, and then there's a little cartoon there talking all about the Fox News lawsuit, 1987, whatever it was, and that's where I got the inspiration when I was talking about Catherine Heritage leaving. That brought up the 1949 fairness doctrine in that little cartoon. And so thank you, Paulette Hallbeck. You can get a lot of information even reading the funnies, baby, because it's all, if it weren't so damn desperate, it would be funny. you know, but it's not.
Well, you know, that's kind of why I take my channel, and it's mostly comedy, but
Yeah.
every now and then I inject something serious in it, okay?
Right. Well, this is serious
But
business.
it's
We get a
mostly
laugh, but
comedy.
it's serious business, man.
Yeah, this is serious business.
But
Okay,
I-
but you know,
I get a
in the
laugh off of your
meantime, We
page.
all need to laugh. We need to laugh in the meantime.
We do.
It can't all be serious. So, you know, you gotta smile. You smiling through the rain.
That's what you do, baby. You adapt, you overcome,
Yeah.
you keep your spirit up. There's a fight to go. You're in a fight, baby. I used to tell people all the time, and people like Greg knows, stay out of the bunker, baby. The bunker's not where the fight is. The bunker's out here, baby. Let's get out here.
Right.
You need to be out here. And we need every soul out on the line. Because this is so serious to our country. It really is. Good.
I kind of
Thank you,
think
Bill
that if
Jones.
you
I got
keep-
distracted. Thank you, Bill Jones, for doing that.
I think if you keep people laughing, and throw some seriousness in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then you make them laugh again.
Yeah.
They might listen to the seriousness.
That's right.
You know.
The cover cartoon on this Funny Times right here. It's a husband and wife. It appears like out in a nice fall day. The leaves are all different colors, and the woman says, what a lovely fall day. And the guy is smiling and he says, yep, impeachment is in the air. And she says, can't we just
There you go.
she says, can't we just share one moment without you interjecting into politics? And that's the way we are right now.
Well, yeah.
It smells good, baby. It's in the air and we can smell it. It's you know, that's what I take a little bit of pride in this, because we have, and I don't say
Well,
me,
I
I
know
say
you
we have been in this fight the whole way. This family of ours, the people in this recognize this from day one. This is not new to us, baby. We've been in this fight for 3 years. We know what we're up against, and that's how come they're going to come up with this. Oh, he ain't a Mr. Nice Guy. They're going to make him out to be a dick.
You know,
Yes.
you know, I've been on board for a long time, right?
Yes,
Use your
sir.
TV remote to turn your TV on. The power went off.
Uh-oh. Who lost their power?
Wayne did.
Uh-oh. How's Wayne doing, by the way?
Not so good tonight.
Oh, bullshit, baby. Well, tell him we're all wishing him better.
He's just really short of air tonight.
Oh, man.
So
Well, tell him to relax. Oh,
he
baby.
went out in the cold air tonight to double check the chicken and make sure they had enough hay in there and stuff.
Boy, howdy.
And
Bless his heart.
and it's like about 30, and we're supposed to be in the 20s tonight for the next 3 nights, and so and that cold air got to him.
Yeah, that can get through you real quick. In your lungs and in your bones real fast.
Yep.
Well, tell him to
Ain't
be
none of us
careful.
getting no younger, right?
Oh,
Nope.
No, they're colder than we are. Jorge, they're up north, all the way north,
It's-
up
it's
way
pretty
north.
damn
Arkansas,
chilly here.
Arkansas. You know, look how far north that is.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Bud man, how are you doing? I see Bud man in the room here. He's not black. He must be.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, there you are, buddy. You doing all right?
Yep.
Good. Good. We've been having a fine time here. We just thought we'd drag your ass.
Okay, well, put your shirt on.
You're taking your shirt off. What are you puffing up your chest here? All right, ladies, y'all just calm yourself down now. Bud man's
Oh,
taking
yeah.
off the shirt, man. Excuse me. I'm not allowed to hit.
Yeah,
the
it gets
mute
cold
button.
around here too. Got down to 50 this morning.
Yeah, that's cold. That's cold. That's the way I was here. But like I said, tonight we're supposed to get down to 30-something degrees, 36, I think. Jesus, that's
It's
no.
21 degrees this morning.
I need to move a little farther south, I guess. Yeah, I'm umbilically connected to the temperate zone. I was born in Guantanamo, Cuba, which if you look down there, that's down in the Caribbean. I like things in the sand and the sea and the sun, baby. That's what I like. But I do like to make my trips to the mountains, baby. Anyway, Bud man, we're glad you're here. Let me see who else. I don't know who else is up there.
Oh, I want to get a camper trailer and go where it's 70 degrees all year round.
Is Linda up there?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do that.
John, if I could have 1 second.
Oh, sure, Dennis, go ahead.
It's a little off topic, but I forgot to mention because I was a bit distracted earlier. My truck went out on me last night. I had to get it towed home.
Are you shitting me? I know that.
Oh,
yeah. So,
wow.
It could be something as easily as a bearing, or an axle, or the entire rear end.
Boy, how
do
do you have a
rear end? We're looking at at least $1,000. So everybody cross their fingers for me, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have somebody come out tomorrow to look at it.
Boy, howdy shit. What did it do?
The passenger rear wheel kind of locked up, and then it kind of seized, and
sounds like a wheel bearing.
A little bit.
Yeah, I would I would think wheel bearing first right off the bat.
I rolled forward a little bit, and it made this ugly metallic sound.
Wheel bearing.
Yep. Hey, Dennis.
Okay, but wheel bearings ain't that.
At 1-800-CONTACTS, we're here for people like Allison.
Hi.
Prescription just expired.
Hello, Bellica,
Their
baby.
online press exam.
Who's that?
Hey.
How you doing, baby?
I'm okay.
Good. I'm glad you are. I'm glad you're here too. And we also have.
And it made this ugly metallic sound.
Oh, man.
Bearing.
Yeah. That's.
Okay, but wheel bearings ain't that.
Wheel bearings aren't that bad, but
I priced the wheel bearing. They're like about $55.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Well, you know, Dennis, I drive an old vehicle, so I understand that. So.
Yeah, it's an O2 Avalanche.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, I drive a 92, so I mean, you know, I know these things.
Yeah. Well, I drive a 2010 because my
typically they're
1998 died.
Typically they're like 500 if I had to replace the rear end, but this has got mine has a bunch of sensors and stuff on it that makes it.
You have a backup car though?
My wife has a car that's a lease that's up in a few months. Yeah. But my truck is kind of the go-to hog and does all the pulling.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
If I lived closer, if I lived a little closer, I'd send the boys down there to fix it for you.
There you go. Always handy to have somebody in the family.
Back in 1980,
we got pretty crafty family.
What's that?
Back in '84, I sent my son to Wyotech, so I don't worry no more. When everything breaks, I go, Troy.
Yeah, that's it.
Take care of me.
It's similar to what I do with my computer shit.
Go.
I call Travis. Hey, fix this shit. I don't know what I did. I go to my kids for a lot of stuff though. Anyway, we got everybody in here now.
Yeah, you do.
I got two tech
doing
guys
fine,
in the
darling.
house.
Let me see. Let's go through the list here. We got S.C. Smith. You there with us?
I'm here with you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We got you fine. I'm glad. And remind me where you're from.
I'm in Tallahassee.
Tallahassee. Well, we're glad you're back because you've been here before.
I have been here before a couple times.
Well,
good evening.
Yeah, we're glad.
Good evening.
Howdy.
And we got. Let me see who else we got. We got Catman in here. That's Keith. He's up in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And he's muted.
He's
with
muted and can't hear us and don't want to talk. But he's in here. We can talk about it. And Miss Linda. He was muted right now, but she's in the room. She can hear us. So, but we got the whole family in here. Everybody that was. Nope. How did Budman jump out of there? And T.W. Travis is in there. That's everybody, I think. Everybody's live.
But you know, every now and then, about once a month, I jump in here and I try to do a little cameo and say hello to you guys.
Well, we're glad you did. I like that.
I'll show up every night.
Well, the trick that Travis usually likes to limit the room because of the conversation. And me, I'm like, well, let's just drag everybody in.
There's a lot of other people that need you.
Yeah, well, people.
There's a lot of other
we all need
people
to be
that want to
courteous.
get in.
Yeah, that you know.
And so every now and then I show up. And
we're glad you
and
did.
we'll say hello to you guys. And one of these days, I'm going to wander down the 4 hours to your house. And we'll go fishing.
I ain't got far to fish, all buddy. I got to
Right,
go out my backyard. Yep, all I got to do is mow the grass.
Yeah, and I know you got a little boat, and we'll wander down the rivers.
Yeah, right now you can't wander too far. It's pretty down low right now.
I'll bring the beer.
Oh,
I'll bring the beer.
There's the key ingredient right there.
Okay, so we're good, right?
Anytime, baby.
I think we got
if I show up at your front gate, you'll be cool, right?
Yes,
if
I
bring
would. Yes, I would.
Okay,
Mama
brother.
Mama would be hitting me in the head, but I'd be fine.
But we're good, right?
Yes.
Yes, Dennis.
Okay.
We got I think you're getting a little attention tonight, John. I've already booted 3 trolls.
Are you shitting me?
Do you think they're a little angry because the House voted today?
They might be just a little bit pissed off. Bless their heart. We'll pray for them. We will pray for them.
Thoughts and prayers.
Yeah, thoughts and prayers, baby. We feel sorry for you that your president, that the president you support, is a little lying, draft dodging dick, and he's whining every day. You know what? Yeah, there you go. The thing about Donnie is he has become the first Twitter president. Everything he's done by Twitter. Y'all think about that. That regulations change. Everything changes with the stroke of his 2 fat thumbs on that telephone. And they say, "Oh, I just love him because he just talks just the way." No, he's ignorant.
And
half the time he doesn't know how to spell. You know.
They won't address the American public with a White House press meeting.
So many of them are in this that it's a disgrace to them to admit that they were wrong, that they voted for the wrong man. They're supporting the wrong man.
Well, I know.
It's sad. What's up?
Here's something I go back to.
Admit it.
What's that?
In 1980, I first started getting interested in Donald Trump because his arch rival, Ted Turner, launched CNN. So Trump says, I want one. And nobody would back that guy with a dime. So he's hated Ted Turner since then. That's why when he first came out, he goes, CNN, oh, you're fake news. I went, oh, yeah, it's because you're jealous. Right. And then everybody bought it. Yep. And they kept going. And I was going, you fools.
Well, yeah. I'll tell you, that's something, though, that Fox News went to court to argue the fact that they don't have to tell you the truth. It's their First Amendment. Yes. It was
the same thing with the NFL and his football team.
Now that is Fox News.
Fox News.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's Fox Entertainment.
Did you hear what Nicole Wallace said the other night?
What's that?
Chicken shits.
She said they're a bunch of chicken shits because they won't say
on
anything
air.
Right on air. I got a kick out of that.
Yeah, they are. But again, we can see the cracks over there because at a certain point, like I said, even Sean Hannity is going to have to give up something. He's a crook. It's going to be proven. The facts are going to be there. Just how much more can you swabble down there in the ditch and get Trump crap all over you? You can't wash that shit off after a while. It stains everything. Your teeth. It gets in there. It's just
going to catch.
Yeah. You know, they
had 2 clients. They're going to catch Hannity in his real estate deals.
Yeah. He's wrapped up with HUD.
Hannity has this real estate thing going on.
Yeah, he does. He's got a whole bunch of properties going on. He got a lot of it from
They're going
HUD.
to nail him.
Yeah, see, so I think there's a little wrapped up deal over there too that might be some financial gain to some of them.
Carson might be in this.
Yeah. Oh, there's a whole lot of them.
Good old Ben Carson.
Oh yes, yeah, Ben Carson. Yeah, he's probably making deals with Hannity for a few HUD properties.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that past him.
You reckon?
It's about money, baby.
Reckon?
That's what I was looking at here because I had something written down about something you just said, and I can't remember what the hell it was. So, no sense looking for something you can't remember now. 2 seconds ago. I'm telling you, there's got to be a reason for that. There's something, short-term memory loss or something.
They got Paul Ryan is going to go to work for Fox News.
Paul Ryan, Speaker. Paul Ryan.
But they haven't brought him on yet, as people are jumping ship on Fox News.
Yeah.
I think Fox News is going to turn on Trump.
At some point, all of them have to. That's what, you know, I pitted them.
And that's why Paul Ryan, because Paul Ryan hates Donald Trump.
Yeah. You tell me that these, look at what's his name? Used to be Speaker of the House, John Boehner. Brian Boehner. Yeah, he's getting in the pot business. That's what he's doing.
Yeah,
he's in the marijuana company now. He's making his money off a pot. You know, that evil weed they fought so hard against all their lives.
Hard, yeah.
But now they figured out they can make some money out of it. So hey, let's do. You know, it's sad. It's
Friday's on the wall.
Friday's coming up, baby. Y'all get ready for
my
that.
language, but he's a chicken shit son of a bitch. Okay.
Who's that?
I don't know.
And there was awkward silence.
That's what I was
we need one of them cricket buttons sound effects, so when that happens, we can just hit it and there'll be crickets.
That'd be good.
We can all sit
Hey,
here and wonder who's turning his.
I've got a curious thing.
Trying to figure out who's talking.
Tattoo Donnie will get when he's in the prison.
I'd wonder that myself the other day.
His ass kissed.
Yeah.
Or if it'll be.
It'll be a bitch tag on his back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you know, we like to think that, but actually, I think probably one of them. I think one of them white supremacist groups in there would probably hustle him into their group and treat him like I don't know. He would probably no. Well, you know, if he's at that point, I hope he's down to he ain't got a dime. You know, because that way he wouldn't be worth a shit in prison. He ain't got no money. You know,
I don't think he's gonna have a dime by the time the RICO Act.
He's a child molester.
I think there's gonna be some fines.
You see what happens to child molesters in prison, right?
Yeah, we do.
They don't make it.
They don't make it, especially ones that have a thing for their own daughter.
Right?
You know, I don't care how old you are. That's
talking about prison. Talking about prison.
Yeah. What the coroner that did the autopsy on Epstein. Michael Baden
said it was not suicide.
Yeah, he says it's murder. He said it was homicide.
It's murder.
The bones,
no doubt about that.
The bones in the neck that were broken are more consistent with a homicide than they are with a hanging, because with a hanging, unless there's a sudden jerk, which we know there wasn't because there's not enough room, it was a slow hanging, which means that it just constricts the neck to blocks off the airflow and the blood flow. You pass out, and that's it. And with strangulation, somebody's got your and they press and they break a little bone in your neck in there.
Conveniently, the guards were asleep, and all the cameras accidentally went off.
Conveniently. Yes.
That all happened at once.
You know.
Now you know what I'm wondering now? I'm wondering if Barr
everything failed
will be implicated in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
good point.
It had to be, if that's what happened. Let's assume for argument that the conspiracy is true. That would have to reach out to a whole lot of people, from the person that made that decision to all the people that had to be maneuvered to get that done.
Trump to Barr's ears and to jail.
If you listen to Fox News.
Yeah, because I got to thinking about that last night. I got to thinking about that last night. I was thinking, you know, Barr is so far up Trump's ass right now.
Yes.
That son of a bitch better just remember he's going to jail, so he's done.
The whole charade that he's been running all over Europe looking for, that's just disgusting. That in itself tells you who we're dealing with. But we knew that before.
No,
we have to remember that
the Iran-Contra deal. The Iran-Contra deal. That should have done him in.
Ollie North and him. Yeah, they was.
Hey, John.
And he's back again.
Yes, sir.
Hey, now someone help me out with this because I never can remember her name. But the girl that was doing the short prison time that they gave her for the Russian lady that was working with the NRA.
Yeah, Maria Butina.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. She was here in Tallahassee at our federal prison. That's where they put her. And nobody here in town knew about it until the day they released her. And then everybody here's in town are like, are you shitting me?
Yep.
She was here in our federal prison.
And you didn't know you had a celebrity.
It's crazy because I don't know. I've mentioned this before, but I don't know if y'all know Rick Wilson. He's a commentator on CNN and other channels. Me and him, we're not buddy, but we're acquaintances. He lives right down the road from me, and we bump into each other all the time at the grocery store. And so it's good to see you, Rick. It's good to hear what you had to say and all that. And he's a Republican strategist. And someone put he didn't even know. He was shocked by the whole thing. And someone made a comment on Twitter about if any of these Democrats want someone that can get in there and run their campaign for them and have and really like put it to them would be Rick Wilson. And I'm like, because that's what he is. That's what he's done his whole life.
He's a political.
He worked with Giuliani. He helped get Giuliani office. He knows all. And Rick Wilson, he's like, Giuliani, you're what the hell are you know? And he is like,
got problems.
But he worked with the Bushes, and that's his thing. And so I think if any one of these Democrats, they need to get that guy on their side because, and I don't know who here is
because he knows where the bodies are buried.
Yeah, Rick Wilson, but he is the one that wrote "Everything Trump Touches Dies."
Oh, that's right. I remember that book, and it's good too. It's a good book.
Oh, I got a copy here, signed and everything, But so he's got another one coming out.
I got a signed book. I got a signed book. I got a book right there that's signed by the Lone Wolf, baby.
Lone Wolf.
Lone Wolf. Yes, he is. He was around here a little while ago. He's in that book. Yep. Can't tell you about it. I'd have to kill you. Yeah.
But John, also,
what's that?
There's a few of us here that really, are with the program, and then we live under the Greg Abbott regime.
Yep, that's what we have that down here right
Started off with George W. Bush and Rick, and now Greg Abbott.
Yep.
And this has been going on for how long?
Too damn long. I want Ann Richards back, baby. We need to turn this state blue.
She was I loved her.
Yes, Ann Richards was a character, and she was a smart woman. That's how come she became governor of this state. And we need Democrats in this state to stand up just like her.
Damn right.
Yes, stand up and get in their face, because that's what they do. That's what they pull, this sanctimonious bullshit of patriotism and all that, while they stab the whole thing, like with the wall down there, taking military funds to go build his freaking wall, at the same time slapping "We support the Trump" bumper stickers all over the place. It doesn't work. The math isn't there.
Dan Patrick, bless his damn heart.
Yeah.
Dan Patrick released the political agenda for 2021. I mean, he's already planning that far out.
Buddy, we need to. We have to, because the opposition does that. Mitch McConnell.
He is the opposition.
Yeah. Oh, that's what they do.
He is the opposition.
Mitch McConnell, his book itself is entitled "The Long Game." Mitch isn't worried about what's going to happen tomorrow. Well, he's more worried now about what's going to happen tomorrow because time is coming nigh. But that's what he's done. He's done nothing but play blocker, and that's what he did under Obama. And that's what he continues to do now, while Donnie sits out there saying, "Do nothing, Dems." Shit, Mitch McConnell is standing on over, I think, like 700 bills that have come out of Congress, and Mitch McConnell refused to bring any of them to the floor, and then so Donnie can sit up there and call "Do nothing, Democrats." We're doing, baby. What's that?
It's the same thing here in Texas with Dan Patrick. I remember when he was a sportscaster on Channel 26 in Houston.
That's a local history.
Now he runs the whole agenda for the state capitol.
Yeah. It's funny how that buddy
all
thing
a reality
works.
Show.
It is.
It's a reality show.
Anyway, How you doing, Keith?
Good God.
I heard you try to pop in there, buddy.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Hey.
Have you seen the Photoshop of Mitch McConnell being on a turtle? Or being the head of a turtle?
Is it trying to head to the water?
That Kentuckians are getting sick of him?
Yes, they are.
Oh, yeah. Him on his back. Because
Yeah.
he's screwed.
He's a post turtle. That's
Best
what he
thing
is.
Kentucky could do is get rid of his ass.
Y'all know what a post turtle is, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Girls
I do.
can't figure out how to get up there and don't know how to get down.
That's right. Don't know how he got up there. Can't get down by himself. Needs somebody to help him. You know, that's what Donnie is. He's a post turtle. He don't know what to do up there.
I'd like to help him.
I would too. I'd be playing baseball. We
I got
love
turtles.
turtles.
In Kentucky, and none of them are going to vote for him.
It's got to be a movement. This has got to be a movement all the way across the United States. Not only this, it's got to be a movement across the world. This movement to deny these nationalists, these white nationalists, from anywhere in our country and in Europe and everywhere else. This has got to stop. This is bullshit that Bannon's still out there trying to pursue. This is not a little thing. All this mixed up in our politics. You know, I hate to quote Biden, but we are. It's the soul of this nation we're fighting for, baby. And it's the soul of the world.
Yeah.
You know, when we see people
Biden,
like
I'm not
Greta
Biden.
Thunberg stand up, a kid that has made such an impact just by using her voice. That's the way you have to think about this. A voice that will not yield is the most powerful thing you got, baby. You won't give up, baby. And believe me, that's the same thing that Donnie does when he repeats shit over and over and over, and it works for him. Because he repeats a mantra over and over to his little minions, and they don't have to go look it up. The great wizard said, and they believe it.
They vote. We don't.
Yep. That's the problem. A lot of people on our side don't bother to vote for whatever reason. You know, my vote doesn't count. Really, it doesn't matter. And I've seen that down here in Texas because in my district alone, we are so gerrymandered. There ain't nothing that's going to happen in this district that come out of this district except a Republican. It's built that way. And until we can change things like gerrymandering, it's affecting so many states across this country. You know, the liars, cheats, and thieves. Remember that. That's what a Republican is. They stay that way the same way. They lie, they cheat, they steal.
At the title of being treasonous.
Yes, they are willing to sell us out to Russia in my book. It's with the NRA, the National Russian Alliance now. That money pipeline from Russia through the NRA into the GOP. What is that, baby? That's selling your country out $1 at a time. And
How corrupt does it have to get?
Yes. That's exactly.
My governor DeSantis, he had the 2 Ukrainians here in Tallahassee at his inauguration. I mean, he was involved with those guys, and it's like, okay, and they sat there and gave Andrew Gillum hell about being corrupt, and which he's not. And then you turn around and DeSantis is going to have to answer, I think, pretty soon to what his involvement with these guys was.
Right.
It's ridiculous. They're taking money from foreign people. What? That's ridiculous.
What kills you right now is you can't find a freaking Republican out there in Congress when the question is asked every which way possible. What do you think about a president holding back military aid to gain a political favor from a foreign government? Do you think that is right? Well, I'd like to say that, but I can't say that because they're listening to me, and so I'm going to have to feed you a bunch of bullshit. And that's what every one of these freaking Republicans is doing.
It's all about the process.
Yes,
of
process
doing
this,
it,
and after that it'll be, it's not, it doesn't rise to impeachment. If this does not rise to impeachment, I don't know what does. If his sellout to Putin, to Erdogan, to Kim Jong-un is not worthy.
Publicly, he publicly asked China to intervene in our election.
Yes, trying to change, and they are now. It's still in the news now. There are Russian agencies out there right now. There are other agencies, not just Russians. We have to worry about. We have to worry about the North Koreans. We have to worry about a lot of people. China trying to influence our election. Maybe it's about money. Global market moves.
Iran, Arabia,
yeah.
How many of these politicians have served in the military to the service of the United States?
There are a few. There are some veterans that serve right now, and there has been a new.
Where are they?
Yeah, Dennis.
I'm not sure. It's a week old video that I was watching of Bo of the Fifth Column.
Right. Oh yes, that guy's
and
good.
the guy's smart as hell.
Oh yes, he is.
He brought up something scary as shit that I was watching because I went on I watched like I don't know probably like 10 of his videos back to back. He released one last week, and the point of it was to get you thinking about how they're challenging Trump's rule, as in he can't be held accountable for any crime while sitting in office.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Mm-hmm.
And the point he brought up was that who's to stop him if there's no punishment or no?
He can do anything.
No consequence.
So if there's no consequences, who's to stop him from suspending every election from now on?
And shut down Congress.
Yes, that's right. It's called impeachment. And here's the deal. Somebody asked, well, what happens, John, if we impeach him even with the Senate? Do you think he'll leave? Or maybe he'll pardon himself so he won't get in trouble. Here's how it really does work. In the Senate, when that trial happens in the Senate, and it will because the House is going to approve, we have the numbers. We're going to have an impeachment.
Yeah, we know they will.
We're going to have an impeachment, so it's going to go to the Senate. If the Senate impeaches, if the Senate convicts of a violation of those articles to remove, the split second that John Roberts puts down that gobble and declares that he is removed that second. So he is not. He no longer has the power to pardon himself. So he's
escorted out of the White House.
He is escorted out, baby.
Anybody at that point.
That's right. At the second that impeachment is gone to the Senate and convicted, he is no longer the president as of the tapping of that gavel, baby. And the mechanism goes into place to who is president. Which
the other point he brought up was.
Right.
If his power isn't checked, who's to stop him from imprisoning all his political opponents?
That's what he would do. That's what he wants. The life he lives, he goes to visit Kim Jong-un, Putin, these people. That's who he emulates. If he had his way, baby, I would be gone. Where's John? I don't know. He disappeared. Shit. Ain't seen him. Maybe he went to Mexico and never came back. That's what it would be. That's the life that he would live in this country. They
show up here at Rancho Carbiner pretty quick, right?
I'm telling you, they know where I live. They know.
They know where I get my.
They know where the fuck I live. I'll tell you that shit. Believe
I'd
me.
say I have enough troubles. I know they know where you are.
Oh shit, yeah. I'm well aware of it nowadays. And I'm not that big. I'm not that in the grand scheme. You just brought up Bo of the Fifth Column. Jesus, that guy's got man. Are you shitting me? But then I am humbled all the time, and here's how. Mama loves Monkey Boo Boo. Monkey Boo Boo is a monkey, and he's got really 2 million followers or some shit, and she watches him all the time. He's a cool monkey. And I get tickled when you talk about mail.
He doesn't make it complicated. Okay, it's really he lays it out really simple where anyone can understand this shit.
Yeah.
You don't have to be really brilliant to understand it.
No, this whole thing with Donnie.
Yeah,
I thought we was talking about the monkey there for a minute. No, go ahead.
Real quick, John, can you grab Jen in the blue room?
Oh, I didn't know she was up there. Let me slide this. Oh, look at there. Jen's there. Budman must have slid out of the room. And we have somebody new. Hello, Jen. How are you?
I just saw. Oh, she's muted.
Jen, did I get you in here?
She's in. She's just muted.
Oh, okay. Okay.
She's muted.
And where is Budman's back in here? And then we have John Koskind
from North Dakota.
Hello, John. Can you hear us? He's got
North Dakota.
Oh, have you been here before?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. North Dakota in the room.
John.
Huh?
I think it's pronounced Cossack.
Cossack. Koski.
John, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. I just had to lean way over there, and sure enough, you're right. It's Koski. Koski. John Koski. With a big dog. Who's got the big dog? That's a big dog.
That's my dog. That's not a dog. That's a yappy Jack Russell.
Jack Russell. No, that's not a dog. It's a Jack Russell, baby.
That's a rat terrier.
That's not a dog. That's
General Patton.
You'd hear all of mine if Mama walked out out of the living room and walked out on the front porch. It would just take a few minutes, and you'd hear every one of my 4 dogs in there start howling and screaming, and they go nuts when Mama goes outside. Unless I'm in the room with them.
How's Jenny?
She's doing fine. I assume she's under the house. I heard her bay a little while ago, and no, she's doing fine. Went out there to brush her today. She's losing a lot of that old hair and getting her new winter coat on there. Goodness, too. Yeah, I'm really trying.
Here in Minneapolis, 21 degrees.
Oh, no. We don't do that shit, buddy. We don't. Sand and sea. That's what I was meaning, man. I'm telling you that would just.
We're 34.
I was going to make your day.
Now.
What's that?
Yesterday, when I was doing the snow shoveling, it was 3 degrees.
Oh shit! No. Well, when I saw a picture of Donna Bonacosi up in there with Chris Kloss up in Medford, Donna looked like she had a long sweater on. Looked real cute, and there's Chris Kloss standing next to her with a Hawaiian shirt on, shorts, and sandals. And I just love it. That's the kind Malaho, Chris out there, buddy. Mahalo. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Mahalo.
Hey,
he
I'm glad
is a great guy. I'm telling you, if you talk to him, he is something else. What's that?
I'm glad to finally get some cooler weather here in Tallahassee. I tell you what, man, this
you're
this
like
heat.
Me. Come on, you're like me.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, John.
Yeah,
on the Gulf,
like
on
that
the Gulf
warm.
Coast.
That's right. Stay warm.
It's been good, and I tell you, we had it was like around 82, 83 here all day, and then we had like a quick 15-minute rain shower come through, and now the wind is blowing, and it's about in the 70s, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's supposed to stay that way for about a week.
Enjoy.
Well,
enjoy because right now I'm in.
We're looking at
I'll make all y'all feel bad, Miss Nomad. Miss Nomad is on Miss Nomad's on the chat. She's saying it's 3 degrees here, so
I would not.
She wins.
I would not want to be in that.
We can't beat that
cold.
No, I can't live that cold.
I'm in Arkansas, and we're getting right now. It's 34 degrees outside, and it's headed your way to Kentucky or your Tennessee.
Yeah, my brother's.
It's headed your way.
I talked to my brother, and that's what he was expecting: cold and wet.
Well, John, look, I'm about 4 hours from you. We're 9 tonight.
You're gonna get to 29. Yeah, we're supposed to get to 36.
Right here up in Burnett. Yeah, I mean it's coming your. Yes, we get it first. It's headed your way.
The only
in 1
great
month here in Minnesota, it'll be 21 below zero.
Oh no, Keith! God, you're killing me. You're killing me.
Hey, Keith won.
Yeah,
we need to
send this. You people are crazy up there.
Man, I'm telling you. How could God bless you for
we
living
need
up there,
to
buddy.
take and turn this weather around and send it back to California.
No shit. That just turning that cold weather. You keep that shit.
No. You You can keep that. I don't want it here.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking it would be a whole lot nicer for the firefighters.
Yeah,
we're having a heat wave.
That they've had enough wind out there.
In Minnesota.
They don't need any more wind out there.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
Yeah, but
exactly.
this wind would be going west, not east.
Grim said it's so hot this summer it was 90 degrees and humidity today. Well, Grim, it's pretty warm where you're at, baby. That's my temperature. That's, I'm comfortable at 90 degrees. I'm happy right there.
I'm a Texan, okay? And in Texas, if I had to shovel my car out of the snow, I would put all my shit in the back, and I would leave and head south.
That's it. That's it.
I would never go back.
Going where the weather suits your clothes, baby. That's what I say.
It gets hotter as hell. It gets hotter than hell down here.
It does.
But we never have to shovel.
I don't never have to shovel.
We never
stuff.
have to shovel our cars out of the heat.
I have to sweat. I have to walk back in the house and go, damn, baby, it's burning up out there.
Turn the car. Turn the car on and turn the air conditioner on.
That's it. I've done that.
And we wait a few minutes and we go and we go do our stuff.
Yeah, we acclimate. You know what I tell people? Jorge, you know what I tell them?
No involved.
I live in South Texas, baby. I'm acclimating myself to hell. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to acclimate myself. They all tell me I'm going to hell. I'm just trying to acclimate myself.
I was already born and raised there, man.
Yeah, buddy, I've been there twice. I don't want to go again, but I have friends.
I have a friend that lives in the Panhandle, and he said they got snow.
From Louisiana, right, John?
I'll tell you what, that's the difference from the Panhandle of Louisiana all the way. From the Panhandle of Louisiana, from the Panhandle of Texas, all the way down to Brownsville, baby. There is a drastic change in temperature and in terrain. It's not a joke. Texas has a lot of everything. No matter what you like, it's probably here in Texas. But we say that because we're from Texas, so.
And it might be snowing in Amarillo tonight. We don't know.
That's the part they can make another state out of.
And it could be 90 degrees in Brownsville.
I've been up there.
Good.
I've been up there. When I retired, we took our trip, and it was one thing that I wanted to be able to brag about, and that is that I've been to every corner of this state. And when you're talking about South Texas, I've been in there, been on every road down here.
Brownsville,
As a matter of fact, somebody asked me we was talking about something the other day. I was with my brother. Talked about a little pipe that he had bought in this place. And he said, do you remember what place that is? And I said, yes, I do, because in the oil field, if you don't know where this place is, well, you don't work in the oil field, son. If you don't know where Catarina is in Texas, well, shit. You ain't out on the road. You're just farting around, son. Catarina is the only place to get gas or anything else, a soda pop, a bottle of water, whatever it is, for miles and miles and miles and miles. And it was always like that. But yeah.
Have you ever been to Minneapolis, Minnesota, St. Paul?
We have been. I have been through there. I have been through. I have a tendency to skip through large cities. Oh, look at there. Ain't that wonderful? Look at all them buildings. Let's get the fuck out of here. That's me.
That was me going into downtown Cincinnati a few years ago.
Dallas. I hate Dallas. Dallas-Fort Worth area. Shit.
You sound like my sister's. You sound like my sister's.
What's that, Velda?
I don't want to be a wet blanket, but it's 7:30.
It is. It is indeed 7:30. Oh, we're having fun. I can go a few more
Yes.
minutes. Let's hang around for a little bit more.
Wet blanket.
You sound like my sister-in-law.
No, Velda's watching out for me because my wife. Oh, that's right. It's Halloween. My kids are all gone. Mama's sitting out there by herself. Yes, I do have to keep that in mind.
I thought you'd like that reminder.
You probably live where I do.
Even though it is a wet blanket, honey.
We don't have like trick-or-treaters.
No, we don't.
She can pass it out.
Yeah, no, we don't either, Jorge. We don't have no. Anybody come knocking on my door?
I've lived here like.
You're lost.
I've lived here like 16 years. 16 years, and there's never been a trick-or-treater.
Well, I don't know why. You're conveniently located at the end of the dirt road 5 miles from town. You should be.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I know it by heart, Jorge. I know it by heart, my friend.
Okay.
We have no little kids in town
love
here.
You, brother.
more.
That's it. We don't have any little kids in the neighborhood anyway. What we do have not far from my house, out in the middle of freaking nowhere for some reason, is a haunted house. And it used to be an old store out here that closed down years ago, but somebody bought it, and it's open once a year, and this is the time of year. It's a haunted house, and then they close it back down and wait for the next year. So I haven't been in it, but it draws a pretty good crowd over there. You know.
It's a haunted house?
Yeah, it's a haunted house type thing.
How often does Ted Cruz get by there?
He stops by. This time of year, you can probably find him in there. Hello, Jen. I didn't see you in here, baby. I'm finally glad you're here. How's everything going in your world?
Oh, well enough, I guess.
Good. Glad to hear
Hearing
that.
of a haunted house with my wife,
Yeah.
who loves Trump, she might be interested in coming down there to see you.
Yeah.
Just for that.
Just for that, baby. I'd be welcome. We're friendly down here in Texas. That's our motto. Be friendly. It's our state motto.
Or else.
I think. Yeah, or else. Be friendly, or we'll call you an
Hey, I
asshole.
loved it there. I can hardly wait to get back.
I'm glad you did. As a matter of fact, Greg, today's an anniversary of yours, hasn't it?
Yes, it is. 50 years ago today, I took off for Vietnam.
Yes, ain't that an anniversary? When'd you go, Greg? Halloween. Never forget that shit.
Yeah,
That's when it got.
Trick or treat.
That's when it got scary, baby. That's when you got scary. Yes, Greg, we're all proud of you too. Greg is a veteran, and it's like I agree with Greg on the shirt that he wore the other day. He said, "I'm not a hero, but I served with some." And hoorah, exactly. And we all know, huh? Yeah, but
Dennis says I have company. I've got to take off earlier. Great show, everyone.
Oh, good.
That's nice.
We love Dennis, man.
Dennis was one of our moderators, as is Jen and Velda. We appreciate their work all the time. I guess it is.
Thank you, guys.
I guess it is time. No,
Somebody's got to keep us in line.
now wait a minute.
I like talking to you, Velda. I hope you heard my
38
responses.
years ago today, I bought my first house.
Is that right?
Nice talking to you too.
I got
I
this
bought
scar
my
right
first
here.
house on Halloween.
Mary Ellen Moffat. She broke my heart. Anybody remember that line?
No.
that was in Jaws when we were all standing around there, and they're talking. Look at this scar. I got this scar from a shark. Oh, really? I got this shark from this, that, and the other. And then the old man points at his chest and he goes, "Mary Ann Moffat. She broke my heart." Well, how can you forget that shit? But,
I had a couple Mary Anns in my life.
Yeah, I think we all have.
Just chew me up.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, I've been spit out more than once, baby. I'll tell
But
you.
yeah,
that.
38 years ago, I bought my first house.
Rode hard and put up wet.
Tonight, yeah.
Rode hard and put up wet, baby. Hey, I guess I am going to have to check out. Wait, we're still here, so let me see if I can do this right. I'm supposed to be able to hit this key right. There it is. Oh, well, I don't know where it started. That is our new ending credits right there. That is every one of our Patreon supporters who support our show, and without them, baby, this wouldn't work. They are instrumental in keeping the lights on, keeping the internet on for us. And so we appreciate them tremendously, included with those that donate through Super Chat, through PayPal, and through the mail. Without those donations, truly, we wouldn't be able to do this because I don't make enough money to be. It's either this or a job, baby. So I enjoy doing it. It is. It's down to that, baby. I've been pushed up against the wall. I've been fair with that before. It's what keeps that support keeps me here, being able to do this. Because without it, I'd have to go back out, and I'm getting too old for that shit. And besides that, it's
I just want you to know,
hate working in the winter.
Fighter's always on board.
Well, I appreciate that, buddy. I appreciate all of you that came through tonight. Jen, Greg, Talbert, buddy, I had a great time meeting you. I'm glad we finally got to see. Well, y'all hang tight because this goodbye is just ceremonial. We're going to be here for a few minutes after the show. We say goodnight to everybody, for our YouTube family, for our Facebook family that I'm recording this for, and that reminds me, I got to run over there and stop this when I do. I got to do stuff because we won't be live on Facebook until November 7th, and that's when we'll have the family reunion. Lone Wolf says, be safe, baby. That's good advice for all of us. I'm glad to see you out there, buddy. It warms all of us heart to see you out there. Grim, all of you out there on YouTube, baby, we're so glad to have you back in this family, back live. You make the evening. Those here in the room in our Discord channel are the ones that make the show possible, because all I do is sit here and run my mouth. Y'all provide the conversation and the inspiration every day. And Grim says she only had 3 trick-or-treaters tonight, so she gets to eat all the candy. That's the way I look at it. One united voice and blue dot strong,
That's
baby.
why I buy
Teresa
my favorites.
reminds us that's what we need to be. We're a blue dot family, but we're a bigger family than just this show, baby. This whole Democratic side of the fence out here, and we are more than 50% of this nation. We have control of this, baby. We have to play it right and get the right ending for this story. Because the
All we have to do is get everybody to stand up and speak up.
That's right, baby. A voice that will not yield. Don't forget that. It's the most powerful thing we have, and that's what the United States is saying right now. That's why this impeachment is going to move forward. It's because the people in the United States are saying, no, enough of this bullshit. And we want to stand up and save the republic.
We are the people, not the corporation.
That's right, baby. We are the guardians of liberty, as Mousy Clark would remind us down in New Orleans. And ever since she sent me that painting, it's always stuck in my mind. We are the guardians of liberty, baby. We are the ones that save this shit. If we want to save this nation, we got to do it. On that note, y'all stay here right here on Discord. I'll be right back. Everybody out there, we appreciate you so much for tuning in, giving us your time. It's the most important thing you give us, is your time to listen. But always be reminded that this fight is important. You need to stay in it and be in it. And as them old boys like Greg say, don't stay in the bunker, baby. Be out on the line.
Hit the right button, John.
Hit the right button. I got to hit 2 of them because we're streaming and I'm recording. So I got to hit 2 buttons. I'm getting better at this shit. Not just 1 button. I got 2 buttons. I'm telling you, man. I'm moving up on this shit. Y'all have a wonderful night. Beer and Bud Friday tomorrow. Y'all make sure to tune in, and I'm sure I'll have something to gripe about, and be prepared, baby. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.